Everyone, Mr. Wiseman speaking. Now, today we'll be dealing with trigonometry. Okay, let's take out our pen. Today we'll be dealing with trigonometry part 1 for grade 10. Now, let's dive into the video to understand what trigonometry is all about. Now, trigonometry, we deal with sine, cosine, and tangent, okay? Now, they always give us this type of triangle, okay? Now, this type of triangle, it's very important to understand the information they will give you. If this is theta, okay, if this is theta here, now know that the line, okay, that is attached to theta, it's called the adjacent. Adjacent means next to, okay. Adjacent means next to, okay. Now that line there will be adjacent, or we can say our x values, okay. Now the line that is opposite theta, okay, the line that is opposite theta, or you can say the y value is known as the opposite, okay. So AB is opposite theta. Now hypotenuse, okay, hypotenuse, it's the line that is opposite the 90 degrees angle. Now, when we're dealing with sine, cosine, tangent, okay, we have to remember this. So, we have to remember SOHCAHTOA. What SOHCAHTOA is telling us about? SOHCAHTOA is telling us that if we're finding sine, okay, sine of an angle, okay, sine of an angle, all you have to do, you have to say it is opposite over hypotenuse. So opposite over hypotenuse. Okay. Now this line here, okay, it's the division line. So you're gonna take the opposite over hypotenuse. Now when you're dealing with cosine, okay, of a tangent, most of the time we just say cos theta, okay. We're dealing with adjacent, okay, adjacent over hypotenuse, okay, adjacent over hypotenuse. While TOA, okay, TOA or tangent, we are dealing with opposite over adjacent. Now that we have this, okay, let's go and see the reciprocal of it, because it's very important. It's very important to understand the normal form of it. Now, what happened when they give you the reciprocal of it? Because when they give us the reciprocal of it, we have to understand which ratio we have to manipulate so that we'll be able to get the reciprocal of everything that they will give us. Now, the reciprocal, okay, this CSC theta, okay, is the same thing as cosec. Okay. Now, when you're dealing with cosec, okay, it's 1 over sine. Remember that we say sine from SOHCAHTOA. We say sine from SOHCAHTOA, it's S, so, okay. We say sine from SOHCAHTOA, okay, we said it was opposite over hypotenuse. Now, when you're dealing with cosec, all you have to do, you have to switch. You won't say now opposite over hypotenuse. You will say hypotenuse over opposite, okay. Now, when you're dealing with sec, okay, sec, it's 1 over cos theta. Now, in sec, remember when we say SOHCAHTOA, it was CAH, okay, CAH. Now, remember, we said it was adjacent over hypotenuse. Now, when you're dealing with sec, all we have to do, we switch the sign around by saying hypotenuse over adjacent, okay. Now, when you're dealing with cot, okay, which is the reciprocal of 1 over tangent, okay. 1 over tangent, remember, tangent we say was TOA, okay. We said it was TOA. TOA opposite over hypotenuse. Now, when you're dealing with cot, we're going to say adjacent over opposite, okay. It's very important for you to write whenever you get your paper. When you're dealing with trig, always write SOHCAHTOA. When you write it out like this, you'll be able to understand. What you need to manipulate or which ratio you need to use. Now, let's go and see an easy example to understand what Sokatoa is all about. Now, when we have this, okay, the first thing we have to do, okay, we have to write our Sokatoa, because this Sokatoa will help us in identifying the value of x, okay, Toa. Now, what are they saying? What are they telling us? They're saying, okay, we have to find the value of x. Now, finding the value of x, there's the angle they gave us. Now, when we're dealing with this, okay, we have to see everything that we have. We can see that we have opposites, okay. We're dealing with opposites over hypotenuse. Now, the way we're dealing with opposites over hypotenuse, it is sine 50, okay, sine 50 equals to, now, opposite x all over 100. Now, remember this sine 50, it's all over 1 cross multiplication. We have x, okay, then it will be 100 sine 50. 100 sine 50. Now, let's take out our calculator to find what will be the value of x. Let's take out our calculator. So we're going to say 100, okay, 100 sine 50. Always make sure your calculator is in degrees. If it's not in degrees, then it will give you funny answers. So that is 76, so 76, 60, because round off to 2 decimal place. Now that you have the knowledge that you require, it is time to go and shock your teacher. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to this video. See you in our next video. Thank you.